Hello guys, so actually we are going to be looking at advanced level physics 2016. I'm going to give you all the answers for this so that you can stay home and revise it, okay? Anything you don't understand, you can come back and watch and prepare very well for your exams. So right now, without wasting of time, let's dive right into it and see what it's all about. Which three of the following physical quantities are all scalars? Correct answer for one is A, power, temperature, and mass. From the equation this, where K Boltzmann's constant and T is absolute temperature, one can deduce that the unit of P is the same as that of. Correct answer for 2 is C, which is energy. When a hot object and a cold object are placed in the thermal contact, the temperature at equilibrium will be. Correct answer for 3 is A, which is somewhere between their initial temperatures. Becquerel's discovery of radiation from uranium salts was important in that. Correct answer is D. Energy was emitted from this material continuously without an external input of energy. In an experiment to measure the wavelength of light in air, two slits are illuminated with white light and their images are obtained on a screen. For best results, the correct answer for 5 is C, which is the light used should be obtained from a laser source. The trace displayed on the cross screen of a sinusoidal voltage has a peak-to-peak height of 5.2 volume. The root mean square value of this voltage is. Correct answer for 6 is A, 1.84. The particle of mass strikes a vertical rigid wall perpendicularly from the left with velocity v. If the collision is perfectly elastic, the total change in momentum of the particle is. Correct answer for 7 is A. What is the critical angle in a polyethylene block whose index of refraction is 1.49? When this block is immersed in carbon disulfide, whose index of refraction is 1.63. Correct answer for 8 is C, which is 66.00. The mass of a satellite orbiting the Earth is doubled. The orbital period will remain same if its distance from the entire of the Earth of the center of the Earth must. Correct answer for 9 is D, remain unchanged. Which of the following is not a property of sound wave? Correct answer is D, polarization. Radioactive C dating was used to determine the age of a wooden archaeological specimen. Measurements were made in three situations yielding the following result. Correct answer for 11 is C, which is 11,000 years. Three isolated identical spheres M and N and P are mounted on the insulating stands. Charges of plus 4 cure and minus 1 cure are introduced on M and N respectively, while P is left electrically neutral. The first are then made to touch each other in such a way that their centers of mass are at the specific spaces of an pieces of an equilateral triangle. Correct answer for 12 is B. A 4 kilogram mass sliding on a frictionless horizontal platform had a velocity of 5 due to N6 later. It was found to be moving due north with a velocity of 7. The average net external force that acted upon it during this time interval was. Correct answer for 13 is A. Along one side of a house, the land slopes from left to right. A painter called up a pen this side of the house, leans a ladder against the wall, and finds that only the left leg of the ladder is touching the ground. He needs to climb up this ladder to do his job. So he should. Correct answer for 14 is C. Place wooden blocks under the right leg until both legs are supported. The image of an object placed on one side of a thin lens 0.49 away from its principal focus is obtained on the screen on the other side of the lens. If the screen is 0.25 away from the principal focus on that side of the lens, then its focal length must be. Correct answer is A, which is 0.35. Which of the following will affect atomic spectra? Correct answer for 16 is B, the atomic state of ionization. Which of the following will produce the greatest increase in the volume of a sample of an ideal gas in a cylindrical removement piston when all other properties remain unchanged? Correct answer for 17 is C. Convert 1 million to L. Correct answer for 18 is B. The human eye can detect very small quantity of light under optimal conditions. The sensation of seeing light can occur with light of minimum energy 4 times 10 to the power 19 entering the eye. Assuming this light of 510 millimeter wavelength, how many photons are sufficient to be detected? Correct answer for 19 is B, which is just one is enough. In an experiment, the need arose to warm 3 kilograms of air. As a result, all the heat extracted from 1 kilogram of water was cooled through a 4 degrees Celsius was supplied to the air. Assuming the respective specific heat capacity of water and air to be 4,186 kilograms Celsius and 721, by how much did the temperature of the air rise? Correct answer for 20 is D. A toy a toy car of mass m is attached to one end of a light horizontal spring fixed to a rigid support. The toy car is so arranged to move on a frictionless surface. The spring is pulled and released, compelling the toy car to move backwards and forward simple harmonically in a horizontal plane. Which of these actions would increase the frequency of the oscillations of the toy car? Correct answer for 23 is C, decreasing the mass of the car. A nuclei 210 over 81x decays to another nuclide in 4 successive radiative decays. Each decay involves the emission of either an offering particle of a beta particle. The value of A is correct answer for 24 is figure 1 shows the V graph for a sample of a gas at 298. This sample was heated to 312. This will be represented by a point. Correct answer for 26 is C. Correct answer for 25, pardon, is B. By comparing the frequency of a received echo with the known frequency of the emitted sound, sonar units on submarines can determine the locations and velocities of other ships. Suppose a submarine that is visually at rest emits a pulse sound frequency through water at the speed of sound v. What will be the frequency detected by the fast surface vessel approach at the speed of 0.08 v? Correct answer for 6 is C. Two identical resistors M and P, each of resistance, are connected to series to each other and a 3 supply of negligible internal resistance. If a third identical resistor Q of resistance 10, one is connected across M, this the potential difference across P. Correct answer for 27 is D, which is increases by 2. White light passes through the diffraction grating and forms rainbow patterns on a screen behind the grating for each rainbow. Correct answer for 28 is A. The violet side is closest to the center spot of the screen. The red side is farthest from the center spot. A hydrogen molecule has a mass of 3.35 times 10 to the power minus 27. If Boltzmann constant is 1.38 times 10 to the power 23, the root mean square speed of hydrogen molecules at 100 times 10 to the power 3k is. Correct answer for 29 is B. A ship is towed into the two tugs, each of which is pulling the ship by a steel cable. The angle between the two cables is 60 degrees, and tension in each of them is 8 times 10 to the power n3. If the motion of ship is resisted by a vicious drag force of, then the residual force on it is. The correct answer for 30 is C. A girl weighs 490 N on the Earth's surface of the place where the local value of the Earth's gravitational field strength is 9.8 kilograms. What will happen to her weight if enough meteorites were to crash various craters on Earth in such a way that its mass doubles without its radius changing? Correct answer for 31 is D. D, here is it here. Her weight will increase by a factor greater than 2. Oxygen gas with a density of 3 kl exerts a pressure of 3 times 10 to the power 6 on the walls of its container? What is the root mean square velocity of the oxygen molecules? Correct answer for 32 is A, 1000. A transformer has a coil of 1000 tons wool on its central core, and the terminals of the coil are connected to the mains of 240 V, supplying a current of 120. Another coil of 50 tons in wool on the first coil and its terminals connected to a ratio of power 24. Which of the following is not correct? Correct answer for 33 is B. An amplified sound system in a car's 12V circuit delivers 2.0 times 10 to the 2 W. Correct answer for 34 is A. When a thin slice of silicon is topped with indium or boron atoms, correct answer for 35 is C. Holes become the majority carriers in it. So for question 36 to 45, I'll just give you the answers. You can read it and watch the video, continue reading and see how they come about. So for 36, the correct answer is B. For 37, the correct answer is B. For 38, the correct answer is C. For 39, the correct answer is C. For 40, the correct answer is A. 41, correct answer is B. 42, correct answer is D. 43, correct answer. 44, correct answer is C. 45, correct answer is A. 46, correct answer is A. 47, correct answer is B. 48, correct answer is B. 49, the correct answer is D. And for 50, the correct answer is A. So that is it about A-level physics 2016 revisions.